What's good with y'all, man? It's Terrio Throne. It's hunting season, all 4 seasons. All right, today we got Father's Day edition. 4 ways to be a great father. Get straight to it. Happy Father's Day to all y'all. I just left church, but first way is be gentle. Normally we think, I can't speak for all cultures, but I know in my culture, African American culture, we think we gotta be hard on our kids all the time. They gotta be tough and strong, and you gotta discipline them tough and strong. It's okay to, incorporate tough love, but you gotta know when the time to do self-love. When is the time and place to implement tough love, and the time and place to be gentle. And the reason I say be gentle is because we first have to love on ourselves, and we need to start to implement that and teach that to our kids. So being gentle and loving and caring and giving them hugs and kissing them on the cheek. It's your son. I still kiss my son on his forehead and on his cheek. That's my way of being gentle and showing him love. Most time we think as a father, showing love, we just giving them money or we buying them shoes and clothes, but find a way to kiss on them and tell them you love them and give them some grace from time to time. I just had a little girl, so it's a little different with a girl because she get it all the time, but I'm more so speaking to my fathers that have boys. We gotta show them that it's okay to have feelings. I'm not saying, cater to all their feelings, but sometimes give them some grace, give them some space to feel what they feeling. So learn how to be gentle. Second thing, set an example. If you want to be a great father, one way to set an example is to pursue the person that you see yourself being. Don't be looking at the outsiders and seeing how they discipline their kids or how they carry themselves. Don't be looking to culture for guidance on how to, be a great dad. Like, if you see yourself, how, honestly, I be looking at myself as a granddad already. And I know how I'm gonna teach. I know how I'm gonna pour into my grandkids. So I say be an example. Set an example is, be the person that you see in your head that you want to be. And if you following that, your kids will follow suit. You can't with your kids, you can't just be preaching to them all the time. You gotta be the example. They gonna follow your footsteps. Like I said, set an example, be an example, and just accept the part that you are a role model. I can't stand these men that walk around and I'm not a role model, all right? Bro, you're a role model, and we need strong men to say, hey, I'm a role model. You ain't gotta say it through your mouth, just say it through your actions. Be a role model. That's like being a champion. You getting a free pass to being a champion every day by being a role model. So, and like I say, you don't have to say it out your mouth. Just do it. Just do it in your actions. Allow your actions to speak for you. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. We need more men to be men, not men trying to be boys or men trying to be street niggas or men trying to be, dope boy. Like, be a man. I'm telling you, that's a free crown you get to wear every day. Just be a man. Third thing, look at every child as if they were your own. Any kids that come around me, I try to pour into them as much as I can. I'm not overly teaching. I'm just, like I say, I'm leading by example. I'm not being extra. I'm being myself. But, there are kids that come around me that dad's not in their lives. So a way to plant a seed is to be an example for those kids as well. That way, when they grow up, they got something to refer to. Like, I refer to my uncle a lot. My uncle was, probably the only man's man that I seen on a, weekly basis, and how he carried himself with his wife and how he carried himself with his kids. So I soaked up you know, how he carried himself. I didn't see a lot of men with families growing up. I didn't see a lot of men with families growing up. So the only men I saw were, like I say, my uncle, my football coaches, my basketball coaches, the ones that had families, and I saw how they carried themselves with their kids and with their families. And that stuff got on me. And now I implement some of those things that I learned just watching them. So, you know, other kids are watching you. So be an example and look at them kids like they're your kids, because, you know, whatever you're doing around them is gonna help them to be better fathers. And that's what's gonna push the culture forward, you know, push our people forward. This ain't just about being black. You know, I'm not gonna make this one-sided. This is just in general, like, this is what's gonna push the culture forward. So just be a great person, be a great man. Fourth thing, give it to God. And I say this for like the fathers that are not married, that have, you know, kids with other women and things like that. And you may be dealing with a woman that, you know, maybe doing things out of spite, or she not letting you see your child. All I'm gonna tell y'all to do is don't give up. Like, continue to reach out on birthdays. Try to reach out once a week. I'm still working on, you know, just every night, every now and then I'll get in a space where every night, even though my son not, you know, in the household with me, I still write him and say good night. I still write him and say I love you. I may not do it literally every day. I'm getting up to a point, but I know probably 3 to 4 times a week, I'm writing his phone, I'm texting him, hey, I love you, hey, good night, how's your day going? Just call and check up on him. And even if, you know, she's not allowing you to communicate with him, there's other ways around it. You could get him a phone and pay the bill so that you can get in contact with him. Just keep trying, you know, don't ever give up. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all is don't go back and forth with them. Don't argue with them. You know, their parent, don't argue with them. Just don't give up, keep trying. And one thing I learned from Will Smith, well, Will Smith's dad told him this, and he said, eventually, well, Will Smith had a son before, you know, he was with Jada or whatnot in a previous marriage. He kept bumping heads with his ex-wife, with Trey. And eventually, Will Smith's dad told him, he said, eventually he'll come back to you when he's ready. So that's why I say give it to God. Like, if you having trouble, you know, seeing your child, or you know, as long as you keep trying and keep, you know, reaching out, eventually they're gonna come around and God is gonna be on your side. My daddy tell me this all the time too. He say, sometimes you gotta lose the battle to win the war. You don't have to win every battle, like, to be in your child's life. So this is a powerful one. Like I said, Father's Day edition, 4 ways to be a great father. Be gentle with your children. They are your children. They are humans. It's something I had to learn. They have emotions, they have feelings. I was raised with no emotions. I'm still dealing with my shell, you know what I'm saying? So be gentle, set an example. The person you see yourself being, just be that, and your kids will follow suit. Look at every child as if they were your own child. Other kids are watching you. The ones that don't have dads, they watching you. They seeing how you move, so move proper, like a great man. 4th thing, give it to God. If you having trouble, like I say, with your child's mother, don't go back and forth with them. Continually try to reach out, and be gentle with their mother as well. Like, you know, eventually she'll come around, things will get better, but keep trying, give it to God, and God gonna be on your side. You ain't gotta win every battle to win the war. Just be in your child's life. Forget what they talking about, just be in their life. If you can't be there physically, we got phones nowadays. Text them good night, say I love you. Text them good night, say I love you. Anytime you come in contact with them, give them a kiss, hug, be gentle with them. And yeah, man, don't forget you're the greatest thing that ever happened to this earth. You're a genius and you're a rich one.